Hey guys, Paul here from Rapids. Hey, I'm in the warehouse studio. We just uncrated the new Volition refrigeration line of Undercounter refrigerators and freezers. And I wanted to give you guys an opportunity to get a first look at these things. Okay, so the Volition line of Undercounters come in two series. You have the VUR Series, those are the refrigerator units, and the VUF Series, those are the freezer units. They both come in two different sizes. First, you have a single door, which is a 27-inch unit, and then the double doors, which are a full 48-inch unit. Okay, the single doors come hinged on the right-hand side, just FYI, so that's going to be a left-hand pull. Okay, so let's take a closer look at this thing. So what you're going to see right off the bat is that it's constructed out of stainless steel, and it's almost entirely made out of stainless steel. So we're talking about a stainless steel top. The sides are very much stainless steel. The front is stainless steel, the doors also. And even inside the doors were stainless steel, the bottoms, the sides, the back, the blower housing, all of that is constructed out of stainless steel. That's a pretty big deal. Most manufacturers, they might cut expense by replacing some of this, especially on the interior with galvanized or even plastic in some cases. But this thing is almost entirely stainless steel. That's pretty big. Okay, also on the front of the unit you see the Volition handle. It's a recessed handle. It's in the middle of the door and it's a big grip with a nice deep pocket. Very, very easy to reach no matter where you're at in your workspace. It's hard not to actually hit the mark when you're going to open the door. So that's pretty good. The doors themselves, you notice, are self-closing. So you don't have to worry about somebody on the line inadvertently leaving one ajar and everything going warm inside the box. It's going to close on its own. Okay, what else can I show you on this thing? Well, when we look at the doors too, notice the width, 2 inches, okay? And that's because of the 2-inch foamed in place polyurethane insulation, which is in the entire box. So we got 2-inch foamed in place insulation on the top, the doors, the sides, the bottom, everything, including the mullion here. That's 2-inch foamed in place, which is really kind of a big deal. Most companies will cut cost by actually using a foam board in there instead. So very, very durable. Having 2-inch foamed in place insulation also has a couple other benefits. One, it's going to absolutely keep and maintain the temperature better. It also adds to the structural integrity of the box, so you can put a great deal of weight on top, which makes this actually a good complement to cooking equipment. So if you have like a speed oven, maybe a small conveyor oven, something like that, a piece of cooking equipment, you can absolutely put that thing on the top of this and don't have to worry about it withstanding that weight. And having 2 inches of insulation, you don't even really have to worry about, the heat of the cooking equipment penetrating into your box, bringing the internal temperature up. That's just probably not going to happen. So that's pretty good. Let's take a closer look inside the box then. So inside here, you're going to notice we have a thermometer, and there is a thermostatic control switch. It's back there. It's a dial switch in the back corner, right on the blower housing that controls the internal temperature of it. On the doors themselves, these are magnetic door gasket, and these are wear parts like all refrigeration. These are very, very easy to swap out. So magnetic gasket with the Barb-style backing on it, which goes into the door, which pulls out very, very easily. And then you can put a replacement and pop it back in with that Barb hook style just by hand. Doesn't require any tools. So that's nice. As far as shelving goes, these things come with 1 shelf per door. The shelves are actually come shipped mounted, but if you wanted to, there's shelf clips and these pilasters. You can just move it up and down. You can get an accessory shelf if you wanted to. That's an optional item, but with Undercounter units, we don't really see a big need for multiple shelves. But if you need one, they're out there. They're absolutely out there. The casters on this unit, or all the units, are nice heavy-duty 6-inch casters, and they are locking casters on the front, so it's easy to lock this into position so it doesn't move around. Show you some more on the unit and see how easy it is to move it around on these casters. We'll take a quick look at the back of the unit here. A couple of things to note is we have these stops that are actually built into the back. These are to allow enough space when you push it back against a wall. So these are going to ensure that you have proper spacing from the wall to allow for the proper dispensing of the heat that's going to be generated in the unit, so it doesn't overheat and doesn't cause you to, the unit to have to run more than necessary, or maybe prematurely put wear on the component. So that keeps you away from the wall far enough for the unit to breathe properly. For cleaning the condenser and condenser coil, there's just a handful of screws you'll remove off of this grate, and then you can get quick access to that to blow it out and clean it, and you should do that periodically. You may also notice these pre-drilled and tapped holes in the back of the unit too. These are a pretty big deal. This allows for the ability to add onto the unit overshelving. So there's a single and a double shelf overshelving unit. And also, if you want to use this like a traditional work table, there's an accessory backsplash that you can get and mount to the back of it. And yeah, they just go on with thumb screws. Very, very simple assembly. You can do that right in your kitchen. The backsplash then, if you put that on there, it's going to help if you're doing any prep work or something like that. You got juices spilling all over the place. You don't have to worry about it running off of the back of the unit, getting into the components, or gumming up your wall. Some of the listings that are available on these units, they are certified ETL for both electrical and sanitation, so that includes NSF standard. The refrigeration units are also Energy Star approved, so that's pretty huge for maintaining lower global impact, and also keeping costs down for your utilities. And oftentimes in your municipality, you might find that you can get some sort of tax credit or incentive, or there's a program that'll help you out there too. That's available on the refrigeration units. The freezer units, they don't carry that Energy Star licensing, but they do have a couple other accessories that benefit a freezer unit, one of those being a perimeter door heater. Yeah, so these are the Volition line of under-counter refrigerators and freezers. I'm going to hold their quality right up there with some of the best in the business, and at a far less expensive cost to put them into your establishment. I think these are going to be huge.